Namo Amituofo. JingChen would like to share an article by Master Huijing. It is called, If Not Amituofo's Name, Whose Name Shall I Recite? At sunset, the gloaming drum sounds urgent and alarming, reminding us of the unbearable pain and sorrow of the Saha World. As I'm thinking about all that is mundane and transcendental in life, the only path out of misery is reciting Amituofo. If not, what else can we do? These verses are profoundly stunning to the heart and soul. Like the sun rising and setting, life evolves from birth to death, young to old, in its mundane finality. So the saying goes, the setting sun is beautiful, though it is near the twilight. All the suffering and happiness are gone. Even if happiness finally comes after suffering, and one is able to enjoy their old age, impermanence is still pressing. It does not wait for you to become sick and old. Whenever it arrives, death follows. The pressing dusk drum. There are dawn bells and dusk drums in every Buddhist temple. At dusk, the drum starts out slowly and then gets faster and faster, urging us on. As we enter our twilight years and have little time left, we should let go of things in this world, including family and business, and leave a last will about inheritance so that we can leave this world without worries or regrets. The realms of the Saha World are full of sorrow and misery. Saha means to endure. It is the name of our world, the sixth realm, samsara, which is immense and is pure suffering. If we call the three evil realms pure agony and the heavens pure joy, then the human realm would be part joy and part suffering. In the final analysis, all realms are but suffering. The Buddha said that there are three kinds of feelings: suffering, pleasure, and neither suffering nor enjoyment. The so-called suffering refers to what we face as pain inflicting in itself. It includes physical ailments as well as emotional ailments like an unhappy love relationship or an unsuccessful career. Because these feelings are in themselves painful, they are called painful sufferings. Enjoyment is suffering from deterioration. Now, we are in good health. Life is good and fulfilling. But we will eventually face death and be separated from our loved ones. In the end, it is always former lovers set asunder, once glorious, now no longer. It causes deep pain. Neither suffering nor enjoyment means that there is no ailment, frustration, nor adversity that saddens us, nor enjoyment or good news that makes us happy. But there is still loneliness, boredom, and an inexplicable uneasiness in the heart, which is called the suffering of transiency. In this way, life is indeed miserable, always and everywhere. So goes the saying. The realms of the Saha World are full of sorrow and misery. In the verse, As I'm thinking about all that is mundane and transcendental in life, the mundane pathway is the 5 precepts and the 10 wholesome practices. And the transcendental pathway includes the 4 noble truths, the 12-fold chain of dependent origination, and the 3 studies and the 6 paramita that encompass all the 3 baskets of the canon and the 12 categories of scripture. After a thorough and detailed examination and selection of all these ways, what is the conclusion? I have learned that the mundane pathway does not lead me to liberation, and it is impossible for me to practice the transcendental pathway successfully. The only path to lead me out of mundane misery and to be reborn in the land of bliss is Nianfo, Buddha recitation. Hence, the conclusion: if not Amituofo, whose name shall I recite? Otherwise, I would be forever bound in the 6th realm, samsara. As Master Daozuo explains, Mahayana Buddhism and its first principle, truth and ultimate reality, are so profoundly abstract and mysterious that we should not even think about. The second best Dharma path would be to contemplate the lesser vehicle realm of arhats, but we are in no position to attain arhathood. Not even monastic practitioners are. If we try the least demanding path of rebirth in the realms of the heavens and humans, which is achievable by practicing the 5 precepts and the 10 wholesome practices, even then, few practitioners may accomplish them. What will happen to us if we could not even practice the minimum of the 5 precepts and the 10 wholesome acts? What good are we capable of? The Master says, when it comes to committing evil deeds, we are capable and swift like a storm. Therefore, we must have this self-awareness. Even the mundane Dharma cannot be fulfilling, let alone the transcendental Dharma. Without the deliverance of Amituofo, no matter if one is a lay Buddhist or a monastic practitioner, in the end, we all are hopelessly lost in the void of darkness. All of us will be trapped forever in the cycle of birth and death, and dwell the longest time in hell. Yet there is hope. The unconditional deliverance of Amituofo, for his power or vow is invisible and immeasurable. Only by reciting his name can we be saved out of samsara and reborn in his pure land. Amitabha is our infinite life, infinite light. Where there is suffering, there is peace in the Buddha. In his arms, all our past lives are gone and are reborn anew, forever in the Buddha's light. No more darkness. Thank you for listening. Namo Amituofo.